Hello, everyone, and welcome into BTB
We're not on
Now.
air.
It is October 30th. We are on air.
It says
Marvelous
off air on
story.
my.
Anything you just said at all, besides your laugh.
It says off air on my screen.
Well, it says live on my screen, so you might want to catch up with the times.
Does it say on air on yours?
It says live. That's all it needs to say.
Oh, okay. Whatever. I guess I'll get going then. What an awful start to the show. I'm currently wandering the streets of my campus because there's nowhere quiet to sit and just do the show. So yeah, people are probably staring at me, but that's okay. Also, I'm a bit spooked because I constantly keep hearing this football PA announcer talking about what down it is in yards and tackles and whatnot. But we don't have a football team, so I don't know what's going on there. It might be a supernatural type situation going on. It is Halloween or All Hallows Eve. Oh, there it goes. It's live. So yeah, there's that. And Jimmy Garoppolo just got traded. So cool.
You know who didn't just get traded?
Martavis Bryant.
That's right, because he's worth next to nothing at this point.
I don't understand that though, because he is very talented and huge. I think the upside of him being 6'7", 6'8", or whatever he is, and fast and able to catch a ball, outweighs the negatives for him, which are basically he smokes a lot of weed, he has multiple nose rings, and multiple face tattoos. So I don't really know what other issues there are. So I think there's the Eagles, the Dolphins, several other teams should be looking to trade for him.
No, stop it. Please stop it.
Okay, so
he's proven to be a distraction for this team. You got the full suspension for a year.
Okay, but that's the thing, though. He hasn't been a distraction until this year. And I don't really... It kind of came out of nowhere because I thought he was, this chill dude. And clearly he's not.
No, he's not. I would rather have some chill dude than what he's doing right now. And I would rather have a dude that's not...
Okay, you cut out again.
One bad decision away from being suspended for, ever.
Yeah, that's true.
And I would much rather not have a guy who has barely contributed on an offense whose third receiver I probably couldn't name right now, besides Juju and Antonio Brown.
Eli Rogers, Justin Hunter, Darius Hayward-Bay.
Yeah.
Hayward-Bay.
Exactly.
Darius Hayward-Bay is just so funny. He just, I hate him so much, but he just brings a smile to my face every time he gets on the field.
Yeah, so the real question here is, how do you expect to get real value for someone that can't beat that, is pretty much receiving the same amount of workload as Justin Hunter right now?
Well, I mean, what's the deadline? Tomorrow at, 3 o'clock?
Something like that.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, so hopefully I wake up to a deal being done by tomorrow morning. Delusional Nick earlier this week was hoping for a first-round pick, so then the Steelers could package their first-round pick, and that first-round pick they just traded for, and then trade up to get Josh Allen, quarterback of the future. Doesn't look like that's going to happen, considering Jimmy Garoppolo just went for a second, but I'm still holding out hope. But realistic Nick is expecting a third-round pick from, the Bears.
Okay, I can assure you it's not coming from the Eagles. Apparently, the Eagles...
I feel like the Eagles need a wide receiver, though.
Here's where you have not been...
I've actually been watching the Eagles a lot this year. Aguilar, Jeffrey, and then you can do Bryant and Ertz, and I think that's a solid little combo.
You're missing who they're targeting in the trade deadline here.
Offensive line.
Apparently, this has been reported, and if it's true, I might jump through my window. they're targeting Calvin Johnson.
Oh yeah, I did hear about that.
Why?
But I mean, he never really like finished his career. He just kind of retired because the Lions were garbage.
I mean, if I were on the Lions at that point, I probably would have retired too. It's just weird why the Eagles would try to go after someone they haven't seen play. If it's true, I'm really of the belief that this is not true.
Well, I'm hoping it's not true, and then they end up trading for Martavis.
No, okay. Well, he would be the second player in Breakball Sports' existence. So actually, I can get behind the trading for Martavis.
Who's the other one? Wait. Who's the other one? Deuce Staley?
No. No, there was some pitcher at the trade deadline.
Oh, okay. Oh, this year. I was going to say.
Yeah.
Oh, Bastardo. Antonio Bastardo.
If we're going to pick a Steeler to be really disgruntled and one out of Pittsburgh, I think we should go back to when Le'Veon was unhappy, and we should get traded Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to trading Le'Veon Bell either. We could definitely get a first-round pick out of him, if not more. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I don't think they'll do it, though. As I speak, my phone's at 3%, and I really don't want this show to lose Rick Pitino. Or would we beat Rick Pitino? Regardless, I don't want this show to be, like, super quick and, like, leave you hanging. So, what else? Oh, hockey. The Penguins suck, but only on the second night of back-to-backs.
They do.
And the NHL decided to give them, like, 19 back-to-backs this year, which really doesn't bode well. We got rid of Antti Niemi. And for whatever reason, they decided to start Matt Murray 2 days in a row. And he let up like 4 goals. He let up a hat trick for Blake Wheeler in the first period. So, not ideal. I'm eager to see what Casey DeSmith has. But realistically, nothing really matters out of this team until the playoffs. The playoffs are all but a guarantee. I mean, I'll be watching it just like I'll be watching the Sixers. But, it's not like it really matters. Barring awful injuries, which are, that's the Penguins' way.
Sixers up 9 right now on the Rockets in the first quarter.
Did you hear me? I'm climbing up a hill. I don't know if you could tell. Kind of out of breath.
Okay, well, I'll take over the sports talk while you're gone. The Penguins, I can confirm, as a hockey hardo, they do suck this year. They're bad.
Yeah. No, it's true. How are the
Very
Flyers doing? I haven't been paying attention.
Big win here, big loss there, big win there. Yeah,
Nolan Patrick is day-to-day, though, right?
Yeah, we'll go with that. I think that's a pretty good designation for the rest of his career.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Oh, okay. Sixers game update. Joel Embiid
series.
went over
Congratulations.
the back of Nene, and I think I got called on Nene.
I joked to love.
Yeah, Embiid free
left
throws.
me hung out to dry.
He really got a heart attack.
The Phillies won a World Series. Congratulations, Ray. And they also decided to hire a new manager for whatever reason. I thought Charlie Emanuel was doing a great job.
Off base a little bit. Charlie Emanuel was quite a few managers ago.
Okay. Well, he just won the World Series.
Well, yeah. 9 years ago, he did just win the World Series.
Okay. Wasn't it last night?
It was technically last night. If you wasted your time by staying up till 2 a.m. for one of the best baseball games.
Oh yeah, that was incredible. I actually did that, despite my scorn for baseball. That was fantastic, and I was tweeting like a madman. Somehow I gained a follower, which was incredible. But yeah, that was a really great game.
They followed me last night.
Huh?
A crockpot company followed me last night.
Oh really? Was it I'm trying to think of what crock pot I have at home. What company was it?
I don't know. It was like From the Cooker or something, and it had a picture of the crock pot, and the bio was about buying a crock pot. Very interesting.
Solid. You should get them. Send you one. We can make some dope pull.
Yeah, I knew exactly.
Maybe throw it on some nachos.
What phone percentage are we at now? So I can know when this.
I'm at 3%.
Oh, we're still
I'm
at
an
3%.
Iron Man. No charger in sight. I'm still in the wilderness. No signs of civilization.
I
Except my
see
dorm room,
a roof
which
above
is
you.
like, yeah, there's no, it's not a roof. It's like one of those walkways, but like with open windows. But yeah, I am. I don't want to turn it around because that could waste battery, but I'll just give you like a shot like that. Yeah, I'm approaching the residence halls, but otherwise, no signs of civilization.
All right, let's talk Sixers because this is probably the most important thing going on in the city besides the Eagles. Actually, the most important. I'm going to go the state.
The state.
The state.
I think the
Uh,
the Steelers Eagles combo is still pretty important. The Sixers don't really pick up until December, although I am very concerned about Markel. I wasn't like I don't know. I'm always hype about like a number one overall pick, obviously, but I'm not all that excited about Markel Fultz to tell you the truth, if that makes sense at all. But yeah,
it
I'm
could
very
it,
concerned.
for you as a like I kind of trust the process, like when it counts kind of deal. Yeah, I could see that.
No, that's not true at all because I've trusted the process from the beginning. I'm a big Embiid guy. I'm a big Sarge guy. I'm a big, pretty much everybody else guy. I'm just not all that excited. Well, I'm not an Okafor guy, obviously. I wasn't a big Noel guy, and I'm not a big Fultz guy. But needless to say, this whole draining fluid from his shoulder, and then pumping more fluid into his shoulder, and then just chopping off his shoulder, it does worry me just a tad.
I'm actually concerned he might get Tommy John surgery. I don't know if you saw this, but he met with MLB specialists about his shoulder.
Oh God.
Yes. So I'm glad they stopped
playing. The Sixers.
The Sixers are interesting because they somehow seem to make themselves look even more incompetent by the day. Like the organization as a whole.
I just don't understand. I feel like they have like everyone knows try and work against themselves. It doesn't really make sense to me. But I mean, what in Philadelphia does make sense? Am I right?
Okay, not funny.
No, I'm being dead serious.
Bad punchline.
That wasn't a joke.
And I'm not laughing, so I guess it works.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what else is going on. I mean, like I said, Garoppolo got traded. The World Series was kind of big. Potential for an all Pennsylvania Super Bowl. We were talking about that earlier this week. I hate to jinx anything for you, but
absolutely fantastic for content.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Like I've been like that's the thing. Like the Eagles aren't really like a rival, so I've been watching them a lot this season. And also totally forgot to mention yesterday. Didn't watch a single snap. Snap until 8:30.
Wow.
And, like.
Okay, Nick just totally cut out, but he did not watch a single snap until 8:30 yesterday. I am shocked.
Yeah, no, it happened, and I don't know. I just didn't feel like it, so I did it, and that's what happened. But otherwise, I've been watching a lot of Eagles, and I feel myself kind of rooting for them too. So if this Super Bowl happens, it'll be great, and gives me an excuse to come down to the city of brotherly love once again.
All right. Well, lucky for you. I watched as many snaps as I could yesterday. So here's what you missed in a nutshell.
Okay.
Did you watch Thursday night? Because I don't really want to talk about that one.
I think Thursday was Ravens Dolphins. I didn't watch that.
Joe Flacco is officially elite again, 40-0. The Ravens destroyed, dismantled.
Oh yeah,
and
no, I saw the scores.
have knocked the elite out of Joe Flacco after he was again elite. Ryan Mallett came in and steadied the ship. Ravens 40-0.
You're absolutely right.
The Eagles played probably one of their worst games of the season and won by 23. Philadelphia. But didn't matter because CJ beat hard and the 49ers.
Wait, that's how you say his name?
No, it's Beathard, but it sounds better. It's beat hard.
Oh, okay. Well, I've heard a couple people say beat hard. Like I thought I just assumed it was Beathard.
Yeah, it just rolls off the tongue nicer.
Yeah.
All right, another team that scored 33 points. The Vikings. They went across the pond to do something they could have easily done in America and beat the Browns.
You're getting good at this.
Isaiah Crowell scored a touchdown.
Yeah.
Plus, what happens in London stays in London, so fantasy owners don't expect that again this week.
Also, can we talk about this Texans protest real quick, or is that like problematic for you?
We'll get there in a couple games.
Okay. Well, I'm on 1%, so I don't know if I'm going to make it.
Okay. Texans protest.
It's the dumbest thing ever. They're protesting against an idiom. It's like, it's a common phrase. There's a book titled, it's against, it's raining cats and dogs. It's like I can't even, it's a protesting, it's like a protest.
You're cutting out, so your chance to explain this is kind of being cut, which.
But like you agree
that
could do you agree that this
interpretation,
is like,
which is very dangerous.
Do you agree that this is like the dumbest protest in the history of protests?
So for me, when I saw it right away, I knew he was in trouble. I was
when
like,
you saw what?
When I saw the quote, I was like,
oh, okay.
McNair screwed up there. I think in any case, even if it is an idiom, which it is, even in that case, it's not the way you want to go about saying that. I think it definitely, obviously, with what's going on right now, it's going to be blown up. So that doesn't do him any favors, but I definitely think there is a much nicer way he could have went about this.
I mean, yeah, there's a nicer way you could put anything. You can lay down pillows before you take anybody down. But like, did you hear what Draymond Green said?
What did he say?
Draymond Green was like, I guess people were asking about it, and he's like, "Oh, it's a figure of speech," or he was like asking about it, and the reporter was like, "It's a figure of speech" or something like that, and he's like, 2017. So we're banning figures of speech now.
I think while it is a figure of speech, it's not. It can be interpreted in ways that make it very not okay. And
no, I agree with that too. But the issue there is for then
it becomes a game of
to be looking to interpret it.
It becomes a game of what did he actually mean behind it, and then you're never gonna get the full story of what he mean behind it because he's never gonna say like he meant any harm behind it.
And also in doing like the national anthem protest because of that made zero the national anthem protest itself is okay, whatever, but like to kneel during the national anthem because your owner said something stupid.
Well, it all goes back to the fact that the owner is talking about the national anthem protest, in which they are responding to saying that we're going to act as we wish. because you can't.
Yeah,
Or it's a really complex issue in which I think every day the focus becomes less on what the end goal is. If that makes
I
any
don't think
sense.
there is an end goal though. I think there was a goal at the start, but like I think that's been lost by now.
Well, I think we're losing the end goal by the day because the focus has become too much on how people react to it and who's doing it and what's going on instead of why it's going on.
That's fair.
I think like you totally destroy the point of a protest if you're focusing on the actual protest. If tomorrow Roger Goodell said the NFL has heard what its players are trying to get through to, and they're going to take some of the billions of dollars they make every year and fund some inner city, fund some. I think we would see more of, okay, the players understand that the commissioner and the league understands what's going on here. And I'm not saying the league doesn't do that. They do a lot of great things with like Play 60. I know they build, I think football fields or something. It's something I read a while back about that stuff. But if he were to come out and publicly say that this is what's going to happen and put a plan into place for, social justice, for kids in the inner cities, for stuff like that to happen, then I think you would see some more about it. But instead, we have a focus on what you can and can't do during the national anthem. And I think I have finally killed Nick's phone battery with that soliloquy. So, stick to sports. Back to sports. I think he's gone. Oh, that's funny. Anyways, the Raiders, the autumn wind was chilled on a trip to Buffalo, 34-14, stomping. Bengals survived below the Colts. The Colts are pretty much done. I think Jacoby Brissett is going to go down with some sort of injury, and we'll get Scott Tolzien show back in action. After that, we got Chargers, comeback effort. Not enough electricity in that one. Patriots shut it down. 21-13. Saints Bears. 20-12. Winning was a breeze, some would say. Falcons Jets. You can guess how that one turned out. It was a little bit uglier than it should have been. Panthers beat Buccaneers 17-3. Seahawks and Texans was not a defensive battle at all. Probably one of the best offensive games you're going to see all season. Cowboys beat the Redskins, and Steelers won on prime time, which I was going to talk to with Nick about. But appears the phone finally died. So, yeah, that's that. The Sixers are on, and Monday Night Football is on. So, in lieu of that, and Nick being gone, sounds like a show. Tune in next time we have one, whatever that may be, and keep reading the site.